Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Old World Gamer, and I'm showing you guys another look at my map. Now, a lot has been changed and a lot has been done with this, so I'm getting some more feedback. I just got some really incredibly helpful feedback today from a man, or person, I should say, named Darlo2K4, and he's on the Hive forums, and he went to the post that I had there, and he actually helped out. So, first things first, obviously, as you can see here, instead of just playing music and showing you around, I'm going to actually talk about each spot and give you a little bit more emphasis on how I built this map and stuff. But anyways, the blocks that we're going to have to choose is nether brick, library books, the brewing stand, cauldron, and then obviously your block selector will give you the rest. So as you can see, I did make some different changes. I added some, it's not too aesthetically, different or anything, but there is some spots here that you can go here as nether brick. There's the chair over here. I actually put a little sheep sprite there. That's and a sheep face over here, and that's because of the top hiders on the hive are really like sheep, so or sheep, not sheeps. My God. So, anyways, yeah, as you can see here, I've added more trees. So there's a lot more trees that you can climb on, and there's different places you can hide inside of them, obviously, as I showed before. Now, another thing that I've added though is I'm turned all this into a huge place where you can hide as leaves, and there's so many different places here that I'm hoping that people won't really memorize them, and they do lead to the other trees and stuff. There's different ways that you can get up there and stuff, but something that I'm going to explain real quickly about this is that I've added traps to the map, or actually they could be beneficial depending on who the hider is. You can fall down these holes to get to places faster, or to escape from the seekers while you're running away from them. Now, if you're on the bottom floor, obviously it's not going to help as well. So there are a couple ways up here, but some of them are not as easy to get up. Anyways, most of it is just linked by staircases. But I'm thinking about removing these chairs. I don't think there's any reason for them to just overlook my creative map. And yes, I know it's on my creative map. I'm probably going to use World Edit eventually to load up this map, chop this out, and place it into a new map if that's possible. If not, well, I don't know what to say. But yeah, this part over here, it's not so plain anymore. There's a lot of different places you can come here as nether brick to hide. There's also places here that you can hide as redstone lamps, because I have a lot of them off. And yeah, as you can see, this is a lot different than it was before. There's different ways you can go. There's one of those traps I was talking about, the like traps in the floor, or holes in the floor, whatever you want to call it. Okay, stop that. And I got some nether brick going around the sides here as well with flower pots. So I don't know, in case they want to add in flower pots or something like that. But getting down to the next floor, I've added a lot more to this as well. Over here, there's not too much change about the pool. Again, it's down low enough that you can actually hide under lily pads, maybe as leaves or whatever kind of block, and you might blend in a little bit. It's just a different kind of hiding spot that I wanted to add in. Still got some tables. There's places here for redstone lamps, as you can see. There's one that's fell off here. It's supposed to look as if, this was a lamp that was attached here, but I guess during all the time that it was gone, it just kind of fell over. But yeah, as you can see, I've added this. People were complaining that there's only one place to hide as each block. Well, I've added a place where not only can you be pumpkins, but now you can be pumpkins, melons, or nether brick. So, and yeah, I've added more cauldrons, a brewing stand here, some more nether brick along the sides. There's different places you can hide here. There's some different GG spots here, if I do say so myself. If you can get to them, because I'm probably going to noob it up here myself, and fall down. But anyways, you can get over here to these spots over here, and these are pretty decent spots if you're going to be playing on this map. There's also over here, and yeah, there's just different ways to get up. I don't want to show everything, obviously, but there are different spots that you can get to. Going back to the front of the map, I've added more here. As you can see, I didn't like that it was so open the entire way, but I did like that you could overlook a lot of the different places where you could hide. So I've added some library, spaces here. There's a little spot up here you can hide. There's more leaf blocks around up here, so again, you can hide as leaf blocks. Let's see. I don't think I've really changed much over on this side as much. I do have a bunch of spider webs over there. There's a little tiny maze kind of thing there, so it's more or less a place where hiders and seekers can fight each other, and depending on who gets the advantage, they'll win over the other. So yeah, that's the only reason why I put that there. Again, I've added more spots here. This is actually hard to get into if you don't do it right. Yeah, okay, there we go, and I actually done it correctly. But in here, again, there's lots of places you can hide as library books again, and more places for leaves as well. And this also leads out. Before, what I originally had done is I had an iron, fence over this part here, and is it iron bars or iron fence? Doesn't really matter to me. Added in some more places where you could hide using vines and stuff. The only thing is there's not that many places you can escape here. Like, there's only, I think, one right here and one over here. Now, I'm thinking about changing that so you can, there's other ways of getting out, or, I mean, you can still take, another thing that I've added is this. You can use these as well to get up. Now, as you can see, they're super slow. So that's the only thing I don't like about them, is that they take forever to get up to another level. So it's something that I do not like, to be quite honest. I do like that I can use, pillars and stuff, but yeah, besides that, but yeah, coming back over here, you can drop into that spot from right here through a trapdoor. There's another one there. Again, more tables. There's places you can hide back here. Nether brick could probably work, or even getting up there as leaves. I've added some more decoration again with some flowers. A few places there for brewing stands. Added a little bit. I took out some just plain planks here and added in some workbenches to make it look nice, as you can see. And coming over here to this part, to the library section, there's actually a lot of different places you can go here, believe it or not. And you can get up to the other level again from here, and you can get up on top. So obviously, again, there's different places you can hide here, a lot of different places. I mean, you come down here, there's, it leads to another room, which we'll get to that in a second. I'm just going to show you up here first. There's another spot in there, different ways to get up, towards the main section of this floor, and then there's a few spots here as well. So you can also come behind this spot. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too special here. Right here is, again, like I said, this is a place where you can come in and hide as well. And I'm not 100% sure if they take out blocks, or if who takes out blocks for the map. I would assume they do, but yeah, you can also get on top here by using vines. So that's a quick way to the top of the library over here. And let's see, there's more, trapdoors here. I've enclosed these sections so they look a little bit more, I guess, homey. Is that a good word to use? I don't know. But yeah, again, there's still lots of places here that you can hide as bookshelves, as nether brick, getting around. There's so many different ways you can get around here. So the next spot I'm going to show is the ore room. Now the thing is with the ore room is that people were complaining that, it was too easy to remember the spots and stuff. Well, let's say I've added in more spots. Actually, I'm going to take that one out. Boom. But yeah, I'm going to add more. I've added more spots, and I've put a lot more random blocks around, so it's not as easy to just remember everything here, I don't think. But there's different ways to get around. There's different places you can hide. So, you'll be able to explore. I didn't add any more gold bricks. That's the only thing. I was thinking about replacing them, or maybe just adding them in later to this section or whatever, like around here, and maybe that would help. But yeah, there's a lot more bricks here. There's a lot of different ways you can go. You can go in behind the ore now as well, back here. Seekers and hiders can get back here. There's nothing, barred off from anybody or anything like that. So, and there's a couple ways to get in over here. So you can come in through this section here, or you can go in through the door, or there's still all the spots to let it lead to the library hallways here and stuff. So I think there's a lot more. And I'm sorry. There we go. Gotta try and get more light in here. Jesus. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see this. If not, again, if there's any issues with lighting, I'll add in more torches, or whatever. I've been using redstone torches because they give a better ambient lighting. At least that's what I feel like. Another spot here is the storage area, which has, you know, some cauldrons, some brewing stands, a couple of redstone lamps, a lot of diamond blocks, and there's a lot of places you can hide here as well. So it just all depends on how you use them and what you know about them, I guess. So, and you can get out of here through two spots. The way I just came in over there, you can also, well, someone can drop in from up there, but you can also escape through this way. And that's pretty much it for that, I think. So, and again, I've got fence posts lying around in different places where redstone lamps can hide. Again, because some of them are on, some of them are off. Just all depends on whether the redstone torch are next to them. And I assume that if someone hides next to a redstone torch, they would probably light up as well. That would, I hope, make sense. Now, I changed this room around a little bit. There's a little bit of, you know, there's a few differences here. I'm going to show inside of these rooms and then down this hallway and through the rooms, because I don't think people really recognize that there were more spots here than that. But yeah, this is open because this is where I get in from every time. I've added a lot of plants here, nether brick, mostly for decoration, but there are spots you can hide there with nether brick or redstone lamps. Yeah, I've added a few, you know, item frames up here. I don't know whether to keep them or not. It still looks kind of plain here. I might tear down parts of this wall and change it with, I don't know, some clay or something. And one of the things that Darlo2K4 said is that there's something about it that he didn't like and he wasn't sure. And I think he means the plainness, because he did say that the floors and the windows were a bit, you know, not the best thing. And yeah, I made a sprite B there so that you guys can see that. I might include that in the map if I keep the glass walls or whatever. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, he said that they looked a bit plain, the floors and the walls, so I might change that up. Maybe put a pattern in it so it doesn't look as monotone or as plain. But yeah, I guess getting back to this whole section here, I'm going to just go in through each room and show you guys a few things. I've you know, cut this down a little bit here. I've turned this into like a bathroom. There's a few brewing stands here. You can kind of get up right here a little bit. Nothing too, you know, extravagant or anything, but let's see. There's places here for a cauldron, a brewing stand can probably hide there. Nether brick can hide in around here as well. Oh, getting a bit of lag there for a second. I changed up this bar area to include iron, so it would look a little different. There's still sections here where you can hide. There's library books here, so the library books can try and hide here if they want or whatever. Let's see. In here now, people are probably looking at this place and saying, you know, why the hell did you even build this? This doesn't even make sense. Well, here's the thing. If you're library books and you hide in one of these spots here, all you see is the top. And the top of library books are exactly like these, so you hide away well. And that's the whole purpose of this room, pretty much, is for library books to be hiding in here. And there's also this. You can get up to the ore room from here. So that's kind of fun as well. Whee! Dropping back down. We're going to leave there. I've put vines everywhere there so people can potentially hide up against the walls as well. And I know, yes, that would stick out. This room was super plain. All I had was emerald. I have emerald and iron in here now. There's a lot of different, you know, block set places here. Again, I don't know if the owners of the map, you know, people who use the maps or whatever might, you know, take out which blocks they want kind of thing to disappear during different matches. But anyways, brewing stands and cauldrons. Lots of them right here in this section, as well as nether brick. So there are places to hide here. You can, you know, there's a lot of different spots you can hide here, I think. There's still something about this section that looks a little plain to me. I'll explain that over there in just a moment. But I want to go over here to the melon patch, which I've changed up. There's brewing stands around. There's more cauldrons. I've changed up the layout of all the melons here because I want there to be more places for people to hide. So, and as you can see here, I've put some brewing stands around the sides as well. So again, more places for hiders and to hide. And God, it does not want to let me in. You can get in here. There's okay, it's not gonna let me in at all, is it? There we go. Jeez. So yeah, you can get in here. There's not really much in here. This was just supposed to be like a janitor's closet kind of thing. So Let's see, there's also, oh, I've changed this over here so it wasn't as plain. Added, oh geez, that was bad. I've added some nether brick, I've added some stone steps, and inside we have a lot of cauldrons, brewing stands, nether brick again, mostly the main blocks that you want to be, or that you can choose in this map, because I don't want this to just be for people who have like the block selector in every block, and you know, I want to, you know, have it open and fair to everybody. So I'm hoping that some of these new inclusions are going to be much more appreciated this time. And again, I got some more fences around and stuff for redstone lamps to hide on. I don't think I really showed or explained much about the fountain here. Now, the fountain has, of course, as you can see, cauldrons around the outside, so there's places for cauldrons to hide. But in here, there are a lot of blank spots for nether brick and you know, I guess any other block you want to be really to hide in here. So I mean, you can use that if you want to. There's different spots in there. I don't want to again show everything, but I've changed up the layout in here a little bit more. Again, this is more like a maze, just so you can try and escape from the seeker. I've blocked off this part. You can't really see much here, and that's kind of the way I want it to be. I don't want too much light getting in here. But there's spots here for nether brick, spots here for cauldrons, and I've blocked it off now from the hallway. And I've also added in, as you can see along the sides here, more nether brick and more brewing stands. The same thing over here. So again, more spots for nether brick and brewing stands to go. Again, another spot here where a brewing stand can sit and be, you know, fine. I've changed up this room a little bit. There's cauldrons here, brewing stand, there's still some vines, more nether brick. I've added a little bit more decoration to it, like the flower and stuff. See, the next room has the iron windows. This is all for redstone lamps in here, so again, more places for redstone lamps to hide as well, because I want them. It seems like no one really gives redstone lamps many places in the maps, and I think that if it's an available block that you can buy, you might as well have, you know, at least a map where you can try and use it. Or at least that's the way I look at it. This is the way that I blocked off, like I said. This is the brewing stand / nether brick room. There's nether brick here and, well, brewing stands. There's not really much to explain there, obviously. So there's a little spot here for library books, and I'm not sure. No, maybe it's in the next room. That there was, yeah, there's a place up here you can go as well, and you can be brewing stands, nether brick, and a cauldron. There's a cauldron up there, so you might be able to go in there. I changed this to look a little different. There's not really much in here though. Like I kind of want some suggestion for this as to what you think I should do. I should probably change it the floor as well, or the ceiling, sorry, which would be the floor for the next, or for the top, I guess. But yeah, and then you got this spot. This is the last little section, and basically up through here there's different places where you can get off and go hide, and it's all up to you kind of thing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed at least some of the new additions. Again, I appreciate the feedback. I don't know if the other guys understood what I was saying to them in the forum, but I wasn't trying to insult anyone. I knew that those guys were map makers, and that's why I was kind of trying to ask them for more feedback. They weren't really saying anything other than they didn't like it, or it's too small, and it's like, okay, but what, I don't know if you understand how it's laid out or not. So again, I'm hoping the videos help. I'm hoping you guys like that I have incorporated the Hive name here, and I wanted to put that bee on the wall, but it was too big. One last thing I almost forgot about. The Seeker. The Seeker starts out here in this Seeker cage. Above here, and then obviously when they spawn... Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I could though. But yeah, when they spawn, they would spawn down here where all the hiders would. Obviously, I don't know whether or not I would keep the blocks here. I probably would. Just for, you know, again, I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, so this is where the spawn point is for hiders, and, oh god, and, oh yeah, that's right, and the Seeker would be, oh god, where is the way in? There it is. There we go. So yeah, there we go. So this is where the Seeker would be, so he would just see nothing but lava, people can't get out of the map kind of thing, so... But anyways, again, I hope you really enjoyed this. I'm still, you know, adding and building to the map, still decorating more. I'm going to change it, the floors and some of the walls and stuff, decorate them a little bit more, and hopefully it'll become a little nicer, more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So I guess thank you all for watching, and I appreciate any feedback you can give me. Thanks.